Hello, grade 6 students. This is day 7 of STP Mathematics 1A lesson series. With the time, we have come to the end of the unit 1. So today we are discussing the last subtopic we need to discuss in this unit. And tomorrow we will discuss the homework sums. And Friday, so it will be your unit test, right? Therefore, please be ready to uh, write the unit test, right? So then there will be altogether, there will be 8 videos by Thursday evening. So you want to be thorough with all the concepts, examples we discuss here. So throughout these 8 days, so then the 9th day, you can sit for the unit test. I will give you the instructions and the way you want to be ready by Thursday. But for the time being, what you want to do, you want to go through all the theory content which we are discussing, which we have discussed last couple of days. So then you are done, right? So children, take your theory book. Now, when I ask you to take your theory books, you know what to do. You take your theory books, put the date, and write the subtopic in black color. Approximation. So you might have heard this word approximation. That means we are taking a rough value, right? The approximation in the sense, the rough value. So if I want to say something, let's say that the x is equal to 2. So exactly it is equal to 2, right? But if I write this x that it is approximately equal to 2, that means it is not exactly equal to 2. So you want to understand the difference between equal and approximately equal. Right? The equal is the equal mark, that equal sign we use that when it is exactly equal to 2. But when you have something wavy like this, the second example, the writing here you can see. So that is approximately, closer to 2, approximately, roughly equal to 2, something like that, right? So first what you want to write down, that we use symbol this wavy to mean is approximately equal to. You would write 127 approximately equal to 13 tenths. 123 approximately equal to 12 tenths. I will show you how this works. 13 tenths. What does this mean, children? So you want to write that the 13 tenths means 130, right? If you have the number line like this, let's say that we have 120 and here we have 130. In the middle, we have, is that the middle one? Right. So let's say that in the middle, we do have 125, right? If I'm talking about 123, it is closer to this one. If I'm talking about 127, it is closer to 130, right? So then we can write 127. It is approximately equal to 130. So 130 means 13 tenths. 123 approximately equal to 120. That means 12 tenths, right? So then here it is 12 tenths and this one is 13 tenths, right? So then here after that, if first you write down this note, this one, right? You copy down this part, which I have marked in blue lines, right? That is the first note you want to write. And then you want to write the 13 tenths means 13 multiplied by 10, that is 130, right? So then I write the next one, you want to write 12 tenths means 12 multiplied by 10. The answer is 120, okay? So then first you write down this, then you write down this, and then you write down this. Right. You can pause the video and copy down the note. After that, you want to draw the number line like this, that 120 to 130. I have shown only that part. So this is an extraction of the number line. In the middle, I have 125. If I'm talking about 123, it is closer to 120 because it is less than 125. So then the in between, the exact middle point is 125. So then if it is exactly the 125, something which is less than 125, it is closer to 120. Something more than 125, it should be closer to the 130. 120 is 12 tens, 130 means 13 tens, right? So you want to copy down this one also in your theory book. So then we'll see that example, they have read the question. Write each of the following numbers as an approximate number of tens. So this is the requirement, right? And that the 56, how do you get this approximate value, children? Now I will tell you, if they have asked you to write it to the nearest 10 or the number of tens, first what you do, the number 56, you mark the tens place. Here, what is the tens place, children? 5 is the tens place. Okay. And after marking, underlining the tens place, you look at the next number. Listen to me carefully. You look at the next number. So I'll write here, then you can have the note clear carefully. So let's say that I want to have 234. This is the tens place, right? I look at the next number. So if the next number, right, if the next number, oh, if the next number less than 5, that means the next number means that the number which I have marked with the arrow, less than 5, we don't change the tens place digit and write as 2, 3, we don't change it, and 0, right? So instead of this 4 that I write 0 now. 234 is closer to 230. If I write 236 or 235, so in both the numbers, 3 is in the tens place. I want to look at the next number, right? When I look at the next number, right? When I look at the next number, if the next number is 5 or more than 5, right? It is 5, no, 5 or more than 5, right? 5 or more than 5. So what we need to do, we need to add 1 to where we need to add 1, children? We need to add 1. We need to add 1 to the underlying number. So that is tens place digit. Therefore, it will be 2, we can't write 3 now, 4, 0, right? If it is 235 or more than that, 5 or more than that, the next number, so then we add 1 to where we add 1. So then we add 1 to the underlying number, right? So that is the, so here it should be in digit, right? Therefore, it will be 214, right? So you can copy down these. I will take another example. I will take, no, I will segregate this so then you know that I'm talking about another example. Let's say we have 1583. So what is the tens place here, children? That if we are correcting or taking the closer tens value, 1583, what is the tens place here? 8 is the tens place. So first you underline the tens place. Then you look at the next digit, right? And that the next digit, it is less than 5. If it is less than 5, are we going to change anything? No, we don't change anything. We write this is approximately equal to 1000 580. We write 158 as it is. The last digit, it will be 0. So then how do you write this? So 1580 means 158 tens, right? So these things also that I can write further. So then this is 23 tens. So this is 24 tens. Okay. So then this will be 158 tens. Let's say that you have now 1585. We underline the tens place. Look at the next number. If the next number is more than 5 or more than 5, we need to add 1. To where we need to add 1? To the underlying number. So then that means 1590. So then now what will be the answer, children? 159 tens. Okay. Then we have 1589. Right? Now what happened? You mark the tens place. Look at the next number. It is, if it is 5 or more than 5, we need to add 1. We need to add 1 to where? To the underlying number. So then that becomes 9 and 0. So then you write the answer 159 tens. Right. Now I will take a different type of example to show you something. Let's say you have, look at this example. 1,000, no, we'll take 4,993, right? So then 4,993, right? 4,993. What is the procedure we want to follow, children? We underline the tens place. Look at the next number. So then do we need to add anything? No, we just write 499. The last one is 0. So this is equal to 4,499 tens. That is done. Then let's say you have 4,995. Now what happened? You underline the tens place. Look at the next number. So then the next number is 5. If it is 5 or more than 5, we need to add 1 to the underlying number. Children, now look at this carefully. When I add 1 to 9, that becomes 10, right? Therefore, I put the 0. And then the remaining 1 I add to the next number. So that becomes again 10. And you write here like this. So now you can see this is equal to 500 tens, right? If I take something like this, children, let's say 4,897. Now what happened? Underline this. You look at the next number. It is more than 5. I need to add 1. To where I need to add 1? To the underlying number. When I add 1 to the underlying number, 9 becomes 10. So then that 10, the remainder 1, will add to 8. So then it is 4,900, and we write it as 490 tens. Right? So then this 9 becomes 10, and you put the 0, and then the other one I add with 8, that becomes 9. So that is how we work with. So then here they have given different numbers you want to write as an approximate number of tens. Now you just see, now I'm moving to the 100 parts. So then here you just look at 1,278 1300s, right? So then what does that mean? 1,200 and 1,300. Exactly in the middle, what do we have? 1,250, right? So if I'm talking about 1,238, which is less than 1,250, definitely it will be closer to 1,200. That means 1,200. 1,200 Another way that the same thing, you just see children, I can write 1200 in two different ways. 1200 I can write in one way, 120 tens. Another way I can write 12 hundreds. If they are talking about the hundreds, you write it as 12 hundreds. If they are talking about tens, then it is 120 tens. Now the next number they have given 1278 now. It is more than 1250. So then that is closer to 1300. But you just imagine that can you draw the lines and see whether it is less than the middle point or more than the middle point, that we can't do like that. So then straight away what we do, we write now 1278. 1278. This time you want to write the approximate number to 100. Now, if they are talking about 100 children, you look at the 100 place, check the next number. If the next number is more than 5, 5 or more than 5, we need to add 1. To where you need to add 1 to the underlying number, that becomes 1300, right? So what does this mean? So this means that this time they are talking about hundreds. So then it is 13 hundreds, right? 13 hundreds. So let's say you have 4,864. Now what happened? You mark the 100 place, look at the next number, it is more than 5. So then that becomes 4900, and you write here 49 hundreds, right? So children, you want to write all these examples in your theory books, right? So then we'll see that how we can do this kind of sums. Read the question carefully. Here they are talking about the nearest number of tens. If they are talking about nearest number of tens, children, you have the question like this, right? So you have the question like this, 196, 196 plus 58, right? Minus 84, minus 84. First what you do, 196 approximately, that you check the tens place, the next number, so that becomes 200, right? So then how do you write this? 20 tens. Then the next number we write 58. You underline this, look at the next number. So this becomes 60. So that means 6 tens. You just see what I'm doing. This is how you want to write the answer in the exam also. You look at the next number. It is less than 5. Therefore, we don't need to add anything. You write it as 80. And this is 8 tens. Then I write 196 means 20 tens. Right? So then here that I can't use the equal sign. So this is approximately equal to. So then 6 tens. And this is 8 tens. Right? So then 20 and 6. What is the answer, children? 26 tens. Right? From 26, when you deduct 8, what will be your answer? Then we write 18 tens. Right? We'll see that 18 tens. So this 18 tens equal to 18 multiplied by 10, and it is equal to 108. So this is the full version of the answer. So this should be your answer, the full version, right? So you just see that how I have done. The same way, if they have asked you to know that you don't want to get the hundreds, so then they have given you only the tens place. So then when you are doing the sums, so then this is how you want to do. It should be a comprehensive answer like this. You get the approximate value in the right side and you transfer the final values 20 tens, 6 tens, 8 tens to the question to your answer plan. Then you bring it down like this. Okay, children, that is the end of Unit 1, right? So then I'll give you the homework questions. Then tomorrow I'll discuss these. I don't think that I want to do these sums by now. We have done enough examples with these. So better if we can practice with this. So then you can do all the underlined questions. You have 10 questions. Do all the underlined sums as the homework. Tomorrow I will discuss these 10 sums. The day after tomorrow, you will be having the unit test. Okay, children, please be ready. So this is the first time experience that you are following this STP mathematics book series, and then it's a new experience for you because that the soon after the primary education, now you have step into the middle school. So then this will be a new experience for you. Enjoy the experience, do your best, follow the instructions from the beginning. So then you don't want to worry about the final examination mathematics paper. Okay, children, we'll meet again tomorrow to discuss these 10 sums and we can conclude the unit 1. Bye.